Hey Paige, it's Mindle. So, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange tentatively for now.
I'm gonna give myself a score because
we'll do that. We're still tied though.
Yeah,
We need to be better about this.
you need to be better about this. I'm doing just fine.
Wait a minute.
Choose poorly.
Here's the thing though. You have most of the knowledge in Marvel. All right.
Next.
Round 5. Now this is the one I'm excited for. Iron Man versus Spider-Man. So it's an Iron Spider versus an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Nice. And one's a mentor to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So this is fun. I'm excited.
This one's really interesting because Tony Stark has no powers. He's really stinking smart.
True.
But he has no powers.
But is having excessive smarts considered a power? Superpower. Because
in the Marvel universe, no.
Fair enough.
There's a lot of really smart people.
Fair enough. Yes.
But that being said, it's super handy. You've got a guy that has superhuman strength, superhuman speed and agility, who has a spider sense, that warns him of danger, microseconds, in precision, that has the ability to he has created web shooters, all that's the Iron Spider suit. So you've got a guy in a super suit, but there's that guy, if he were stripped of it, is still incredibly powerful, versus the other guy who's in a super suit, who if he's stripped of it, maybe super smart, but is just a guy, a human being in the flesh. So anyway, I'm just saying this is probably the one that would be the most hard to decide.
It would.
Divisive.
Yeah.
This is it. Brothers divided. I can feel it right now.
Possibly. But also the way that you just worded that though almost makes it seem more black and white. Because it is true. You take away Iron Man's suit, you just have Tony Stark, who's a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist in a suit. You take away the Spider-Man suit, and you have Peter Parker with climbing wall ability, and he's...
Thank you. I knew I left something else.
Yes, and his, Spidey sense, and he can still fight in combat. Tony Stark's not going to fight in hand-to-hand combat very effectively.
I mean, the Peter Tingle does come in handy.
Exactly. That's gross.
I know, it really is.
Oh my goodness.
I think I have my answer.
I think I do too. Who first?
Me.
Okay.
Iron Man.
Why's that?
Okay, here's the thing. Even were he stripped of his suit, which it could come down to that in a fight between those two, Tony Stark is so smart that I actually think that he would find a way to stop Spider-Man before Spider-Man could get the
Okay. I went with Spider-Gwen, man. Because I don't know that realistically there's any way that Tony Stark could find himself being able to kill Peter Parker. But I think that it could go the other way. I think that Peter Parker, if he needed to, would kill Tony Stark.
Ooh.
Because, as he says, if Iron Man is threatening the world, for example, and they're fighting in, final battle, head to head, to the death, it's just the two of them. You can't be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man without the neighborhood. And he knows that. And he, I think, has the ability to do what's right, even though it's going to hurt him. I don't think Tony does. What do you think?
But you know who I care?
What Paige thinks.
That's right.
And I'm getting nervous that you're going to get a point here. Okay. Iron Man.
Yeah!
I should have just said it was Spider-Man and not shown you. No.
Right, so far, you could have gained my trust, so, and I would have been like, oh, he's been right so far.
Yeah.
No, missed opportunity, man. Okay. Here we go.
Those of you who are super geniuses out in the world, I want you to create a simulation of those two fighting and see who wins out of 1,000 battles. And let us know, please. Because I still think that Spider-Man would take it. So, okay. So you are now up 4-3. This is not acceptable. And I have to win. So, round 6. Ant-Man versus Black Widow.
Okay, so Ant-Man, 2 main powers is, well, 3. Shrinking, growing, and controlling ants.
Yes.
Black Widow's powers, 0, but she's a master assassin. Spy. Which is stated so simply, and yet doesn't really capture the full essence of just how awesome it is.
Doesn't she also have a little bit of the super soldier serum? Because the Russians were attempting the same thing with their assassins?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
But.
Okay. But who knows? The Black Widow movie's coming out, so.
Yeah.
We may find out that's the case.
We could find, yeah.
That,
but it's not out yet. So.
Yeah. So we have to go based on what we know, obviously. Which neither of them have superpowers. I mean,
right, not
Ant-Man's
inherently.
suit gives him his abilities, and Black Widow's not anything
Correct.
special other than her abilities. So,
So, fun fact in the comics, his ability to shrink and grow was tied to a gas that he was in like canisters on him. So he would like hit a button
weird helmet.
and like this gas would come out, and then he'd grow or shrink. It was really goofy.
Yeah.
So,
Did you catch that Easter egg in Endgame?
no, I didn't.
Yeah. So in Endgame, they go back to the 70s or whatever it was, and no, it wasn't the 70s. It was the 40s. Anyway, and they are of course in there to get Pym particles and the Tesseract, and on the table in Dr. Pym's lab is the original Ant-Man helmet
Nice.
that he'd been working on. You'll have to go back and look for it.
Yeah, totally.
It was a cool callback.
That's great.
I like the newer one better, but that's just me.
Right.
Of course.
So,
Okay, well, talking objectively through it, obviously, if he's giant, which he can't stay giant for very long, but if he's giant, there's not a lot Black Widow can do. Because it's not like she can jump super high or is super strong or anything like that. She can just run away.
She's incredibly athletic. I think she could literally climb him and then cut his head. So.
Okay. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You look very thoughtful.
Well, yeah, so that was one of the ones where I was with you, where it was very close, but you kind of had to like play the battle out in your head and think about personalities and who would react what way to what scenario, and so yeah, I've got my answer now. Go for it. You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Black Widow.
Oh, much nicer. I agreed with you. I was.
Aha. Yeah. No, I think you're right about her stealth, first of all, and then the fact that she's literally an assassin and is top of her class in that league and level. I just don't know that Ant-Man would even stand a chance, let alone know she was coming.
That's exciting. Ant-Man versus Black Widow, and the final say is Black Widow.
Black Widow. All right. I'm still losing by one. Round 7. Drax the Destroyer and Winter Soldier.
Oh! Ha! Whew, that's hard.
Yeah. That was my point, is I think we're going to deliberate about these last 2 rounds the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about 2 heroes that are practically evenly matched. Well, Drax being one of the Guardians of the Galaxy is a powerful and fearless fighter.
When we say powerful, let's make sure we're clear. He has superhuman strength.
He does, but compared to some of the other heroes that we've talked about, on the power level, I'd feel like he's one of the top few. As far as what I mean by power is like pure raw power.
Yeah, like ability to lift heavy things.
Not even just that, but just like if he were to punch somebody, how far would they go flying?
Yeah,
or full on power.
Yeah. Well,
and so
I would boil that down to strength.
Yeah. Okay.
strength and invulnerability. Those kind of have to go together.
Yeah.
Because the ability to lift a tank doesn't matter if it's going to crush you. So there's an invulnerability aspect to human strength. So
True.
I mean, he's incredibly tough.
And I mean, out of everybody on the list, who would have to catch the tank with their arms, Hulk's really the only one that could do it. So, I mean,
Spider-Man could probably do it too.
Could
He's a lot.
he,
He's a
though? I
lot
mean,
stronger than people.
I mean, he has the strength of a spider, equivalently,
Yeah.
as the size of a human, which
No,
is
a
lot.
he can lift the tank.
But-
Obviously.
But would he be able to catch
like
the
an
tank
Abrams tank?
and then get it off of him?
I actually think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it would hurt. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man's a lot stronger than people think.
He is. I mean, but that's one thing that people always miss is he has the powers of a spider. So when you step on a spider, it takes 3 steps for it to die. So I mean that's
Yeah. So I think he could catch the tank.
yeah.
and
Anyway, we've gone
take
down a
3
rabbit
steps and
trail.
then die. Yeah.
Back to Drax and Winter Soldier.
But yes, no, Drax is incredibly strong.
And
In
fearless.
the comics, he's
I mean,
even
he's
stronger in a lot of ways. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fearless.
Oh yeah. I think we have him back here somewhere, maybe.
In fact, I would go so
we
far
don't.
as to straight up state that the Winter Soldier is weaker than
Oh, yeah.
Drax.
Oh yeah.
By I think a fair margin. I think I have mine.
Yeah, me too.
All right, go
Ready
for
for
it. Winter Soldier.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I am justifying this because I think that back to the whole trained ability to kill, you don't get higher than the Winter Soldier. He is a weapon of precision.
I said Drax.
Ah, here we go.
Because although Bucky Barnes, or Winter Soldier, or White Wolf, depending on what part of it, is, as as we've established, highly trained and has all the tools and resources that he needs to do the job. He couldn't kill Captain America. Now that's not saying much, but because Captain America has he's shielded by bullets and he thinks like a soldier and that.
Yeah.
But you stated that Drax was supposed to be a Thanos killer. And when you think of powerful Marvel villains, the first one to come to mind is usually Thanos. Well, and I know that she is a fan of Drax, but
I may have chosen poorly.
well, no, but I know that she likes Winter Soldier better, and she likes them for different reasons. So
It's the eyeshadow.
no,
Oh, okay. I think that's how
She-
some women like.
she's a Slytherin, so she likes the evil, darker characters, which is
yeah,
Winter
okay.
Soldier.
That works,
But
yeah.
she likes Drax because he's hilarious and funny in the MCU, and he, and she loves Dave Bautista and all that.
Right.
So
Well, nothing goes over his head. He's got
Winter Soldier.
it.
I did not
Yay!
expect that, honestly. and I didn't pick Drax because I thought she chose it that way,
yeah,
but I did not
genuinely
expect that.
believe- Yeah.
I thought that she would go with Drax. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Whew.
Okay, the last round, and before we get there, I'd like to say, comment below if you've been right on every single one. Whether you've agreed with us or you've agreed with Paige, let us know. Because if you have a perfect score, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So, okay, the last round is Hawkeye versus Mantis. Now again, we have highly trained
Yes.
and not really trained
Master Assassin
versus mind manipulator. So
yeah.
there's
Physical touch. She has to physically touch the
she
person.
does, which is easier to do when it's an archer than somebody who has guns or is something like that, for example.
Archery is long distance, long range.
Right, but they also take longer to reload. They have to aim before they, a lot better before they pull.
I would
They-
argue that it would be a lot easier
but-
for her to touch, say, Hulk
I don't know that it would.
or Ant-Man.
Okay, Ant-Man for sure. He's
You
just a
know.
guy that's on house arrest.
I'm
in
just
a
saying,
suit.
Hulk has to get within arm's reach to touch, to do any. Well, okay, he could throw things.
Well, but also here's the thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I had remembered that in Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch was playing mind tricks on them, and Hawkeye was included in that. Also, Loki
Oh well, actually, he
played mind tricks on Hawkeye in Avengers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
So that's two
I'm not
scenarios.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he's, but yeah, and technically Loki did get within range.
And so did Scarlet Witch. She came up from behind him.
Yeah, that's true.
And she didn't touch him.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Right, but that's argument for, playing devil's advocate.
He's a long range character. All he has to do is keep distance, and he'll eventually win.
Okay. I think I am too. Yeah, okay, you go first. I think I know your answer.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
It's Hawkeye.
The whole time I was just playing devil's advocate.
Nice.
So, but it was for entertainment purposes. So.
Gotcha.
I was trying to do the new show logo with the arrow and the target. But,
Yeah.
So okay, well, so you had 7 points. Well, no, we don't know.
We don't know.
That's right.
Yeah. We gotta hear from Paige.
I'm jumping the gun here. That's. You want to do
You're
the last
just
one?
assuming. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Paige, you better be right on this.
Ah.
She knew.
I mean, that one's a little more obvious.
Yeah.
But
Mantis is super fun. I love.
She's super cool.
No, she cracks me up.
Yes. Yes, use knives. I love that line.
That is a great line.
Also, have you noticed that when they're fighting Thanos on what's that? It's not Titan, is it? On his home planet. Final score 7-5. All right. So Mindle wins. Congratulations. Take a bow.
Man. Oh,
Yes. Nice.
Here.
Yes. Good game.
Good game.
Yes. I'll get you. No, I'm just kidding.
In a future video.
Exactly. Thank you for being here. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, make sure to hit that like button. We hit 10 likes. We know you like it enough for us to do it again. There's so many more characters we could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Also, comment if you want us to include non-MCU heroes like the Fantastic Four and X-Men and all of them, Deadpool, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, anything else you have to say? I mean, it's wide open. It's your floor right now.
It's been a pleasure. I love talking comic books. It is great. So let's do it again sometime.